Have a beautiful morning to all students. कोई मुझको लौटा दे वो बचपन का सावन, कोई मुझको लौटा दे वो बचपन का सावन, वो कागज की कश्ती वो बारिश का पानी, वो कागज की कश्ती वो बारिश का पानी. Now look at this beautiful picture here given on the screen. So, as we know students that childhood is one of the sweetest memories of our past. And in this video, I will explain our poem number 2. The title of the poem is Foreign Land, and this poem also takes us into the world of childhood. Now let us enjoy. Now here in the poem number 2, what you have to learn in this video, look at here students. First of all, set induction questions that I will ask some question concerning to the title, then introduction about poet, then word meanings, and then after explanation about poem. In this video students, I will explain stanza 1, 2 and 3, and then after your textual questions with answer. So now students, this is very interesting poem. As I told, the title name of the poem is Foreign Land, and this poem is written by Robert Louis Stevenson. Okay, now look at this here. What is written? Robert Louis Stevenson was the poet of this poem. You can see here the picture of poet is also given. Now, Robert Stevenson was born in 1850 and died in 1894. He was a Scottish novelist, poet, essayist and travel writer. जैसे कि स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ ये जो फॉरेन लैंड्स की जो आपके सिलेबस की पोएम है वो रॉबर्ट लुइस स्टीवेंसन नाम के पोएट ने लिखी है. वो स्कॉटिश नॉवेलिस्ट है. उन्होंने बहुत सारी स्कॉटिश नॉवेल भी लिखी है, बहुत सारी पोएम्स भी लिखी है एंड ऐसे भी बहुत सारे लिखे हैं. एंड ट्रैवल राइटर. नाउ ही वाज ट्रैवलिंग इन डिफरेंट कंट्रीज एंड whatever he likes he had written in his work. His best known books include Treasure Island, Kidnapped and The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Now these are the certain book title, famous book titles written by Robert Stevenson. So these are the title name of his books. Now in this poem, students, in Foreign Lands, the speaker describes the excitement a child feels when he or she climbs a tall tree and has a better view of the surrounding world. Now ये पोएम में स्पीकर ने एक छोटे लड़के की बात की है जब वो एक बड़े ट्री के ऊपर क्लाइंब करता है और वहां से वो सराउंडिंग वर्ल्ड देखता है और he was giving the view about the surrounding world. So ये पोएम में बहुत ही अच्छी तरह से रॉबर्ट स्टीवेंसन ने प्रेजेंटेशन किया है the mind of the child, small child. Okay, so this is a very interesting poem and one of the best English poem of Robert Stevenson, and this poem was so impressed all the children of that age. So let us enjoy the poem. But before that, here what we have to see, look at here, word meanings. Okay, now here in this poem very few words meanings are given and all meanings are very easy that you can easily learn all these words. Now see the first word, abroad. A-B-R-O-A-D. The meaning of this word is outside the poet's own place. Here abroad means not a foreign countries here, but abroad means outside the poet's own place. Means some unfamiliar place is the here the poet was observing through the image of this child. Now second, adorn. ADORNED. The meaning of this word is decorated. DECORATED. I repeat once again this word, adorn. ADORNED. The meaning of this word is decorated. DECORATED. Now word number 3, dimpling river. The meaning of this word is with little hollows on the surface of the water. I repeat once again these words, students. Dimpling river. The meaning of this word is with little hollows on the surface of the water. Word number 4, looking glass. LOOKING GLASS. The meaning of this word is mirror. I repeat once again, looking glass. The meaning of this word is mirror, yani aina. Then fifth one, tramping. TRAMPING. The meaning of this word is walking with heavy steps. I repeat once again these words, TRAMPING. Tramping means walking with heavy steps. Word number 6, playthings. Here the meaning of this word is toys. I repeat once again, playthings. Meaning of this word is playthings means toys. Okay students, now look at here. This is title of our number 2, foreign lands. But before starting this poem, I would like to ask some questions to you students. Are you ready for giving answer? Of course, yes. Okay. Listen students, before starting this poem, I would like to ask some questions. That questions will take you into the world of your childhood. Now, how many students remember their childhood? My question is, how many students remember their childhood? Just now, I am not able to listen your answer, but you think answer in your mind. Most of all the students know their childhood, right? Okay. My second question is, have you ever climbed on a tree in your childhood? I repeat once again, student. Have you ever climbed on a tree in your childhood? Okay, what is your opinion about this question? You think in your mind, in my childhood, I never climbed a tree, but I hope that many of the students climb on a tree in your childhood. Okay, now today, after completing this poem, you have to share one of your best childhood experience with your father or mother. Okay. Okay, all these questions answer, all of you think in your mind and you share answer with your parents. Okay. Now listen here students. This is very interesting. As I told, this poem is very interesting and I like this poem very much. Now, here, in short, I will tell you that the theme of this poem is about one small child. Okay, and here, that small child give the descriptions of the world and he was sitting on the top of one cherry tree. Okay, students, I hope you can understood. यहाँ जो पोएट ने थीम बताई है वो एक लड़के के सपनों के बारे में, उसका ड्रीम जो है उसके बारे में, सपने के बारे में बात की है. ओके, एंड विद द सेम टाइम द पोएट हियर indirectly mention different stages of our life also. इधर पोएट ने इनडायरेक्टली हमारी जो लाइफ की अलग अलग स्टेजेस होती है उनके बारे में भी इनडायरेक्टली ये पोएम के थ्रू हमारे साथ बात की है. As you know students, there are three important stage in human life. Which are they? First, childhood. Second, youthfulness means young age. And then third is old age. Okay. Now when we grown up, then sometimes we remember our childhood days and think in our mind how beautiful that all days were. No hurry, no worry, no tension about exam, study, playing and only playing. Right students? Okay, now I start the poem line to line explanation. All of you give here attention properly. Okay, now look at here the first line. Up into the cherry tree, who should climb but little me? I held the trunk with both my hands and looked abroad in foreign lands. Now here the speaker is one small child. Okay. Now in the first stanza of the poem, up into the cherry tree, who should climb but little me. Here but little me, through this small child the poet give his all imagination through this small child. So here in the first stanza the poet told that one small child slowly and gradually climbed cherry tree, and on the top of that tree he was sitting. I held the trunk with both my hands and looked abroad in foreign lands. Now that boy was sitting on that cherry tree, and with both his hand he was holding tightly that tree. You can see here students in the picture also, this is a small boy, this is a cherry tree. He was sitting on the cherry tree and holding that trees, one of the branch of the tree very tightly, okay, with both his hands. Okay students, now look at here students. Now in the first stanza, the poet mention here कि एक छोटा लड़का जो चेरी ट्री के ऊपर चढ़ता है और वो सबसे टॉप की जो उसकी ब्रांच है उसके ऊपर जाके बैठ जाता है, और उसका जो ट्री का जो तना है वो जोर से पकड़ के अपने दोनों हाथों से वो वहां बैठ जाता है. And many pleasant places more that I had never seen before. और वहाँ वो बैठ के अपने सराउंडिंग्स एरिया में वो देखता है, तब उसको बहुत नई नई प्लेसेस उनको दिखाई देती है. As you know students, when we climb on the tree or any cliff, when we observe surrounding places, it looks very in a different way. So here the small boy is also observing the surrounding different places, and that places are so pleasant, so beautiful that he had never seen before. He was observing these all places first time, and this is his first experience to climb and sit on the one of the branch of the tree. Okay. Now see students, here as I told that here abroad means outside the poet's own place, means totally unknown place he was observing. He was observing for the first time all the places from the top of the cherry tree. Okay students, now before going to the second stanza, I would like to ask one questions to you. Very simple questions. I hope you all know the question answer. Where is child sitting? Okay. Now I repeat once again. Where is child sitting? Okay. Just now I am giving answer. The child is sitting on the cherry tree. I repeat once again answer. The child is sitting on the cherry tree. Okay students, now look at here. One more question that I want to ask you, that why does the small child hold the tree with both hands? Can you think in your mind here, even in the picture also? I repeat once again. Why the small child hold the tree with both his hands? I know that students, you know the answer, but just now I'm giving answer. Here the child is very little, very small, who has climbed up the tree for the first time. That's why he hold on to the tree with both his hand to feel secure and avoid slipping from the branch. उसने अपने दोनों हाथों से वो किसको पकड़ के रखा था? तना को, मीन्स वो ट्री को, वन ऑफ द ब्रांच ऑफ द ट्री उसने जोर से पकड़ के रखा था, बिकॉज उसको ऐसा डर था कि मैं यहाँ से गिर ना जाऊं, बिकॉज दैट वाज हिज फर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस। वो पहली बार वहां क्लाइम किया था, इसलिए उसको गिरने का डर लग रहा था, इसलिए उसने दोनों हाथों से वो वन ऑफ द ब्रांच ऑफ द ट्री ही होल्ड टाइटली। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ वी आर गोइंग टूवर्ड्स द सेकेंड स्टैंजा। अब हमें पता चल गया कि फर्स्ट स्टैंजा में ये छोटा लड़का चेरी ट्री के ऊपर जाके बैठ जाता है और सबसे टॉप लेवल की जो ब्रांच होती है वहां जाके बैठता है, और वहां से वो सराउंडिंग सब एरिया है उसको वो ऑब्जर्व करता है। तो उसको सब एरियाज बहुत ही नया होता है, ये एक्सपीरियंस पहली बार होता है, और वो प्लेसेस इतने ब्यूटीफुल होते हैं, आसपास का जो वो एरिया दिखता है वो बहुत ब्यूटीफुल होता है। तो वो फर्स्ट टाइम उसका एक्सपीरियंस कर रहा है। ओके, now see what happened in the second stanza. I saw the next door garden lie adorned with flowers before my eye, and many pleasant places more that I had never seen before. Okay, now look at here students. अब यहाँ poet एक वो जो छोटा लड़का है उसके एक एम्बिशन के बारे में भी यहाँ बात करते हैं, चाइल्ड की एम्बिशन के बारे में। उसको क्या करना था? ही वॉन्टेड टू सी द फॉरेन प्लेसेस। ओके, फॉरेन प्लेसेस मीन्स उसके जो यहाँ फॉरेन प्लेसेस मीन्स नॉट ए डिफरेंट कंट्री, बट उसके पड़ोस में जो भी वो डिफरेंट प्लेसेस था उसको देखना था उसको। तो हियर द फॉरेन प्लेसेस वो देखना चाहता था। ओके, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट ही वाज ऑब्जर्विंग? गार्डन। वन गार्डन वाज देयर, एंड हाउ दैट गार्डन वाज देयर? adorned with flowers. The meaning of this word is decorated, as I have explained at the time of explanation of word meaning. Students, I hope you remember the meaning. Here that garden is full of beautiful flowers. That garden is decorated with colorful flowers. Okay, before my eye, and many pleasant places more that I had never seen before. ये छोटा बच्चा क्या कहता है कि जो मैंने मेरे नज़दीक में, मेरे पड़ोस में एक बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल गार्डन है, और वो गार्डन कैसा लगता था उसको? वहाँ से चेरी ट्री के ऊपर से बहुत ब्यूटीफुल लगता था, जैसे कि गार्डन को किसी ने बहुत ही कलरफुल ब्यूटीफुल फ्लावर से किसी ने उसको सजाया था। ओके, so here the child ambition to observe the foreign places. Here foreign places means unknown places nearby his neighborhood. So first of all he was observing that garden. It's a so beautiful, amazing garden. That garden is a full of flowers, and all flowers are very colorful flowers are there, and many pleasant places more that I had never seen before. और उसके सिवा भी, गार्डन के सिवा भी बहुत सारे प्लेसेस वहाँ थे अलग अलग। वो जो देख रहा था वहां से वो बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल प्लेसेस थे और वो उसने कभी भी नहीं देखे थे. फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम ही वॉज ऑब्जर्विंग. ओके, नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, now second question I'm asking to you. Listen it carefully. How was the garden? My question is, how was the garden? Okay, I know students that you know the answer. Okay, but just now I'm giving answer. The garden was very beautiful and adorned with flowers, or you can also say decorated with colorful flowers. Okay, now we are going towards stanza number 3. I saw the dimpling river. Here the highlighted word is dimpling river. The meaning of this word is with the little hollows on the surface of the water. Here, this stanza is very important stanza. Give your attention properly. I saw the dimpling river pass, and be the sky's blue looking glass. Here the word again highlighted, looking glass means mirror. The dusty roads go up and down with the people tramping into town. Here the word tramping, the meaning of this word is walking with heavy steps. Now see student, here in the third stanza, this here indirectly the poet mention the next stage of life. जब हम childhood पास कर देते हैं तब हम grown up. Okay, now then after we become a mature person. Okay. तो इधर पोएट इनडायरेक्टली नेक्स्ट स्टेज, एंड दिस इज द पोएट्स नेक्स्ट स्टेज ऑफ यूथफुलनेस. तो हमें बड़ा होके हमारे मन में बहुत सारी इच्छाएं होती है कि क्या क्या इच्छाएं होती है. जब मैं बड़ा हो जाऊंगा तब मैं डिफरेंट ट्रिप्स पे जाऊंगा और वहां जाके अलग अलग प्लेसेस में देखूंगा. ये सब हमारे मन में ऐसे थॉट आते हैं. तो हियर द पोएट मेंशन द नेक्स्ट स्टेज ऑफ लाइफ, एंड दैट स्टेज इज यूथफुलनेस, और यू कैन से द यंग एज व्हेन वी बिकम अ ग्रोन अप, व्हेन वी बिकम अ मैच्योर पर्सन. ओके, तो हियर सी द रिवर हियर personified by the poet, or again the poet use the metaphor also here. दूसरी क्या चीज ये छोटा लड़का देखता है? पहले हमने देखा कि वो गार्डन देखता है, अब इधर वो डिम्पलिंग रिवर देखता है. उसके बाद वो डिम्पलिंग रिवर के बारे में बात करता है. एंड बी द स्काई's blue looking glass. Here the poet used this metaphor and he told that this dimpling river is like a looking glass. Looking glass means mirror. Why here the poet used this word looking glass? Because the reflection of the blue sky is falling on the river surface like a mirror. Okay, जैसे कि मिरर यानी आईने में कोई प्रतिबिंब होता है, रिफ्लेक्शन होता है प्रतिबिंब का, तो इधर किसका रिफ्लेक्शन होता है? ब्लू स्काई का. रिफ्लेक्शन कहाँ होता है? सरफेस ऑफ द वाटर ऑफ द river. That's why here the poet used the metaphor looking glass. And which are the another things the boy was observing from the cherry tree? The dusty roads go up and down. इधर वो एक रोड भी देखता है, एक सड़क देखता है जो क्या होती है? अप एंड डाउन. ओके, वो आगे और पीछे पूरा रोड, वो वहां से वो पूरी सड़क को देखता है, और द रोड इज फुल ऑफ डस्ट. डस्टी रोड्स गो अप एंड डाउन. ओके, तो वहां वो पहले गार्डन देखता है, बाद में रिवर देखता है, फिर ब्लू स्काई देखता है, फिर लुकिंग ग्लास मीन्स उसको यहाँ मेटाफोर की तरह मेटाफोर यूज किया है पोएट ने, और वहाँ जो रिफ्लेक्शन होता है ब्लू स्काई का वो रिवर के ऊपर दिखता है, तो वो सीन बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल लगता है। देन आफ्टर वो डस्टी रोड देखता है, बरोबर, और विथ पीपल ट्रैम्पिंग इन टू टाउन, और on that road some of the people were also walking with heavy step, maybe they have some load in their hand, that's why they were walking with the heavy steps. Okay, तो इस तरह से ये स्टैंजा 3 में पोएट ने इस तरह से डिस्क्रिप्शन दिया है कि वो छोटा लड़का है, वो चेरी ट्री के ऊपर बैठ के डिफरेंट प्लेसेस देखता है, और सभी प्लेसेस इतने प्लेजेंट प्लेसेस है कि वो देखता ही रह जाता है। तो हियर डिफरेंट प्लेसेस इन ऑल दिस थर्ड स्टैंजा द पोएट यूज्ड। ओके, नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, आई होप you all of you understood these all three stanza of the poem. Okay, now we are going towards textual questions that is given in your textbook. Look at here. Answer this question. What is the speaker doing? ये क्वेश्चन में आपको लिखना है कि स्पीकर क्या कर रहा था। What is the speaker? Here speaker, as I told, speaker means small child. Okay. तो उसमें हमें आंसर में क्या लिखना है? Look at here answer, students. The speaker is climbing a cherry tree and looking down at places beyond his own place. Okay, speaker है वो चेरी ट्री के ऊपर क्लाइम करके वहां जाता है और लुकिंग डाउन, और वहां से सब सराउंडिंग एरियाज को, सराउंडिंग प्लेसेस को वो देखता है, बियॉन्ड हिज ओन प्लेसेस। ओके, मीन्स अब्रॉड, मीन्स वो टोटली अननोन एरिया था उनके लिए, वो फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम ही वाज ऑब्जर्विंग ऑल दैट प्लेसेस। ओके, now look at question number 2. Why does the speaker mention foreign lands? Here, why the speaker use the word foreign lands? Okay, इधर foreign lands का mention क्यों किया है? What do you mean by this foreign lands? Now look at here, students, what we have to write in answer. The speaker mentioned foreign lands because the places he can see from the tree are new to him. Here the speaker is not talking about America and Japan and all that, but foreign means here for him these all places are new for him. That's why the word foreign used over here. I repeat once again these answers, students. The speaker mentions foreign lands because the places he can see from the tree are new to him. उसके लिए सब places नए थे, वो पहली बार देखता था, इसलिए ये वर्ड यूज किया है यहाँ. And outside his own place. Okay. For the first time he was observing from his place. उसने कभी ये surrounding area देखा ही नहीं था. Maybe in the picture, student, one fence is given and he was very little, that's why he never observed, and this is his first experience to climb that tree and sitting on the top branch of the tree. That's why he was observing all the surrounding area. Okay, students, now look at question number 3, students. What can the speaker see from the tree top? स्पीकर, हियर आपको वो स्मॉल चाइल्ड के बारे में, स्पीकर मीन्स द स्मॉल चाइल्ड. ओके, तो यहाँ ये क्वेश्चन में हमें क्या करना है, व्हाट कैन द स्पीकर सी फ्रॉम द ट्री टॉप। वो जो चेरी ट्री के ऊपर टॉप ब्रांच के ऊपर बैठा था, तो वहां से वो कौन कौन से प्लेसेस वो देख रहा था, तो सभी प्लेसेस के बारे में हमें लिखना है। कौन कौन सी प्लेसेस के नेम हमें लिखना है, कौन सी प्लेसेस उसने वहां से प्रॉपरली और बहुत ब्यूटीफुली दिखाई देती थी। लुक एट हियर स्टूडेंट्स, फ्रॉम द ट्री टॉप द स्पीकर कैन सी द नेक्स्ट डोर गार्डन। वहां से अपने पड़ोस में वो बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल गार्डन था, सबसे पहले तो वो गार्डन देखता है वहां से, राइट। देन आफ्टर अ रिवर, बाद में वो एक रिवर देखता है। देन द ब्लू स्काई, वो ब्लू स्काई देखता है। एंड एज आई टोल्ड दैट ब्लू स्काई इज रिफ्लेक्शन ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ द वाटर ऑफ द रिवर। द डस्टी रोड, एक उसको डस्टी रोड भी वहां से दिखता है, जो ऊपर और नीचे की तरफ जा रहा होता है, वो भी वो देखता है। एंड द पीपल ट्रेवलिंग ऑन दोज रोड्स, एंड दैट रोड वॉज dusty road. That's why, as we know that why that road was dusty, because many people traveling on those road, बहुत सारे people वो सड़क के ऊपर से चलते भी थे, वो भी वो वहां से देखता है। तो all these things the boy was observing from the top of the tree, तो वो चेरी ट्री के ऊपर बैठ के ये सभी प्लेसेस वो वहां से देखता। Okay, so I repeat once again these students, very important questions. Look at here. From the tree top, the speaker can see the next door garden, a river, the blue sky, the dusty roads, and the people traveling on those roads. I hope students, all of you understood this poem 1, 2, 3 stanza, word meanings as well as question answer. Now you have to read once again all these 3 stanza properly line to line. Try to understand the theme of the 3 stanza and write word meanings in your fair notebook, as well as you have to write these 3 question answer in your fair notebook also. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Thank you and have a nice day to all of you. Stay home, stay safe.